All right. Ça passe, family. Bonsoir. How are we doing? It's your girl, Mambo Hathor Akhenaten, aka the Voodoo Diva. And today we are coming with a very serious topic on the menu, okay, within the Voodoo community, all right, within the family. And our topic today, before we begin, I need you guys to know we have to deal as adults. Remember, what we are talking about and what we deal with on an everyday practice with voodoo is for the elite, okay? So I need us to act like adults, pull it on in, set our emotions and things aside, and to just listen, okay? Because it needs to be said. We need clarification. And that's what the videos are for, okay? So without further ado, we're going to get right into it. Is there homosexuality in voodoo? Are there laws that are homosexual or, gay or lesbian? We got to get into it, family. We need to know, right? So here's the thing. Number one. Numero un. Here's the thing. Anybody who decides has their free will to serve and worship their ancestors any way that they are able to, okay? So meaning the tradition is there for everyone. That is for sure. However, the important thing that one needs to remember is that voodoo has in it, each loi has a male and a female counterpart, the masculine and the feminine. There are no loi, I repeat, there are no laws that are gay. Gay in that particular term or phrase or homosexuality is a physical bodied condition, a behavioral programming, if you will, okay? So let's get straight into this. There are two different interfaces, people. You have your physical and we have our spiritual, correct? Yes? Yes. In the physical, when the law come, if there is a vessel that they need to come in to give a message, and that vessel happens to be gay or lesbian or whatever that case, that is not going to take away from them needing that vessel to come in and say or do what they need to do. Okay, your behavioral programming was already gay, was already lesbian, or was already homosexual. So therefore, that's not the law that's coming in as homosexual. It's the vessel that they may be using that might be suited in that particular behavioral way. Okay. So that's first things first. Now, when we go on the particular spiritual situation, the law needs a vessel to react. Okay, so what you do in the physical body is not their business, all right? As long as the person that is serving comes with honor and respect, they happen to be in that ceremony and they were to be mounted, that is just showing the unconditional love that the Loa have. It's not about what we physically take pleasures in or whatever. That is not their concern. They're coming to deliver a message, they're coming to heal, they're coming to give timely information. That is not their concern. Okay, so what I'm trying to let you know is that humankind, if they now go see that, because we are what products, humans see with just the two eyes. That's everything. Okay, they'll jump to conclusion and say, oh, that law must be gay. That law might be lesbian, must be lesbian. When indeed it has nothing to do with that. The vessel and the body that it used versus what the law is, which it all of them have their own counterparts, are two different things. We must know that. That is first and foremost, okay? Now, a person to simply think that is just human presumption. We got to get our mind straight and be rational about how we approach things, okay? And be realistic, all right? Be smart how we approach things. Let's get a breakdown of the law versus what a spirit is. This is very important, so follow along. Okay, the law are immortal. Okay, the law are eternal. They are etheric. They have been around forever. Okay, as they are just different principles of the creator of Bon Dieu. Okay, so here's the thing. They incarnated and have come in through different times and different eras when need be. For example, Erzuli Frida had her moment when she was as Queen Charlotte. She had her moment as Anakaona, as revealed as of recent. They come into different eras when they need to. Okay, to manifest and to do what they need to do, and they out. All right, so they're etheric. They've been around forever. Why? Because the creator is the principles in different sides and departments of them. Okay, so in voodoo also, when I talked about it, for those that's in the class, y'all about to know what I'm saying. 3 kings, 3 queens. What's that? the creator, the destroyer, and the rebirth. So those principles alone, okay, let you know that those principles have to be respected because they are of earth. Okay, 3 kings, 3 queens. It didn't say 3 queens and queens or 3 kings and kings. Okay, we must respect the balance of nature no matter what. Okay, and the thing is that is the balance of creation. So therefore we can't stray away from that because that's our blueprint that gives us what we need to know and what needs to be done, okay, on this planet. That is the nature of it. Okay, masculine, feminine, principles of creation. All right, now we're going to talk about the situation in terms of law and spirit. Law, they can control and they can command. All right, now here's the thing. When we're talking about a spirit, the spirit can simply influence. A lot of times this is what happened. A spirit most of the times are human beings that were outside of the physical body. They were trapped. They've been trapped in a dimension, in that medium space, in that area where there has not been a proper ascension. They've gone without proper ascension. So they become spirits, okay, that dwell here in between that space because they haven't been able to properly ascend yet. Attachments a lot have to do with it. Or if there was a traumatic way that they died, that's another thing as well. Not knowing that they're once yet dead or gone. So that's another aspect. All right, we got to get it right here. Usually that spirit is around in the vicinity so it can influence. And a lot of times when it influences, it will influence in your dream world. Okay, so when you see sometimes there are influences of spirits, okay, and you know they may happen to be gay, not gay, but we're just talking about the principle of spirits, period, here. Okay, so one can understand the difference between a loa and a spirit. So when we go into that, the baon, met baon, gede, for example, are the ones that actually come in and create the leeway, the opening space, the home, okay, for those that have not ascended, for those spirits to be able to carry on. That's the reason why the Gede is a huge family, and they always try to tell you that they are, you know, the foster home for the rejects in a sense. So when we talk about the Guinea world, okay, being the world of the Loa, okay, the Gede, the Baon, they open their homes to the all. It doesn't matter what you are. And you know why? Because they have the principle of accepting love as law. Love is what we have to apply first to anything we're doing, people. Okay? On some grown-up-ish, this is real talk. Okay? For example, the Gede is like a foster home for spirits, right? So we know that a lot of times people that are gay or homosexual, lesbian, they have been murdered. They had been neglected, they had been abused, all kinds of things because of being misunderstood, correct? In the society and not loved or appreciated as being a human being, all right? And a lot of times what happens is that the law of this is that love, no matter what, is the law. So the principle of love is where they deal with. The Loa are our answer. They are us and we are them. So the representation of them saying that the Loa themselves are gay is simply not true. What they are is accepting, though. They celebrate love. They celebrate the all because they're not caring about what you do in your physical body on your own time. You understand? This is bigger things and bigger science. All right? So, and then when you think about it, honestly, here's the thing. It's your physical thing. Met Baon has sexy ass Mama Brigitte. Okay? All right? Met Agwe La Sirene. Okay? You know, all have their counterparts. So let's be clear on that. Here's the thing. Think about it. So because I help somebody who happens to be gay, does that make me gay? No. It simply means I have humanity and I see love first. And I understand that voodoo is a tradition and a principle of love. And if you can't deal with love first and honor and respect, then you don't need to be here. It's simple as that. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is that we as humans jump and assume titles all the time, which is what creates all this madness and unnecessary, okay, division in the first place. Seriously, we got bigger problems to worry about, bigger things. Let's respect each other. Okay, so basically we got to stop identifying ourselves with all these titles and get into love first, humanity first. Okay, just keep it 100 right now. That's what this is really about. Okay, and basically, a gay person can serve the law again as long as there's discipline, honor, and respect, which they as far as I know, have always come with, sincerely, okay, in my time. So here's the thing. Although we're talking about that in that particular frame, we need to discuss some things about the rubbish, the foolishness, the bullshit that I have been hearing and have been spreading for quite some time in the voodoo community. We got to talk about it. Here's what's going down. I'm going to give that to y'all as raw as possible. La Reine Erzulie Freda is not a patron of gay men. I said it. It needs to be said. Just because I see some fools out here, and I've been watching online, sit there and try to wear her clothes as men and then play this role to try to emulate her, you is messing with your life. Please stop the bullshit and stop the nonsense, okay? That does not mean she does not love all. However, to say she is a patron of that is not true. Erzulie Freda fiends for her masculine energy and for her king. She is royalty, okay? Those that are trying to serve are peasants. Please know your place and know your role. To be trying to do that and say that there's Erzulie Freda and you doing work for somebody in her name, and you know good and well she's feminine principle and she comes in her feminine principle, you need to chill. Take that down to a 0 because you tripping. Okay? So I just needed to make that clear because that bullshit needs to stop, quite frankly. Now, a next situation is this. Erzulie Hathor. Erzulie Hathor is not a patron of lesbian women. There, I said it. It needs to be said. Here is the thing. Erzulie Hathor, the two principles cancel that out automatically. She has her son, Tijan Hathor, and she got her man, Ogu Ferai. So she can produce and she has her male counterpart. No, not a gay law. Now here's another myth that they have talking about Erzulie Mapian. Let me get this very straight so we're clear on Erzulie Mapian. Erzulie Mapian being a gay law, not true. What it is that there's people that lead double lives. There are women that lead double lives. They're bisexual. Okay, fine. But however, when mounting comes time, your laundry will be aired out if you're not blunt and straight about who and what you are. Okay, before you begin doing things with the law, it's always keeping it 100. So what will happen is that they'll be blunt in revealing and exposing you if you're not keeping it real. Okay, that does not mean Erzulie Mapian, any of the Erzulies have anything to do with being gay, what it is, or being patrons to gay. They are patrons to all, as long as it's humanity, okay, male and female. So that is a stigma we need to address, and that needs to be corrected. So from now, you guys know there is no such thing as saying one is a patron. Okay, patron, law are patrons of humanity. Gay, straight, bisexual, it does not matter. Okay, so here's my thing. Right now in African spirituality, we got a couple of awesome things going on, and we cannot take away from that. I am very happy, very happy. Any form of the African spirituality, I personally come in and represent Voodoo, yes. However, Santeria, Ifa, Lukumi, all of that other stuff, hey, it is a plus to be practicing and going into your magic and trotting along in this journey and learning. That is a beautiful thing. We are stepping ahead. The new conscious community is the spiritual consciousness, okay? That is where we're moving to. Earth is moving to 5D. We're moving along with her, okay? We getting there. We doing what we gotta do. So what I'm saying to you is this. There's a lot of people who are straight orientation who are at a middle road right now. They're at a crossroads because they were sitting here hearing that, oh, voodoo, you serve gay law and things like that. That is not true. Falseness, okay? You heard it from the voodoo diva yourself. No, c'est pas vrai. It's not true, okay? What I'm letting you know is this. People in the society may serve that are gay or bisexual or lesbian, and that is their right. Many are called, few are chosen. So we're not ever going to judge upon anything like that. They are respectful. They come with honor and respect. They will be listened to. They will get the favors, and their petitions can and will be answered. Okay? No more, no less than you. However, what I want to say to the homosexual community is this. Please hear me in all love and in all honesty. you have a responsibility. And that responsibility is to not let your personal lifestyle interfere or get into the way of the sacred tradition and the laws that this tradition upholds. Hence the word law, loi, correct? Okay, so the reason why is because you guys are future teachers. People will come to you guys and ask questions. And you guys have to be answering those questions based on the laws and the principles truly in the essence of voodoo, not off of your personal physical endeavors or your personal life. You understand? There is a difference. It is respected, but is not to be mixed or confused with the tradition and precepts of voodoo, because it has principles to it. Okay? So that is what's important. Not letting the personal life get in the way of the life of the learning and the life of also in the future even teaching. All right? That's what's important. So, from my straight community, the reason why the gay community is picking up on a lot right now and is very popular at the moment and is picking a certain momentum in all of the things that we're seeing these days, all of us in the media, everywhere, is because my people, they have unity, okay? They come with honor and respect. They're very disciplined at the craft. They take it very seriously, and they're very, very forward about learning and mastering their craft. They unify. As long as they know the bracket is under, okay, you're gay, I'm gay, or you're bi, or you're lesbian, or whatever the orientation is, they unite. You have to respect that. They unite. Okay, because they understand we're under one bracket, we're fighting a certain same cause to be respected among our communities as people, as human beings. Okay, so also they're honored and respectful, a lot of time very intelligent. Okay, very, very nice people. So please keep your egos at the door. Okay, because at the same time, and the principle here, guys, is for us not to forget a person's physical orientation does not have to do with the spiritual manifestation. Please remember that at all costs, okay? So I leave you guys with this. Classes are coming up soon. We're on Voodoo Series 1, Part 2. If you have not gotten caught up for the Part 1, you're more than welcome to go to www.thevoodoodiva.com and get lifted. I am uniting. We are uniting. We are not caring. We are adults. Voodoo's for the elite, and we love it just as so. For spiritual work, consultations, readings, all of the above, spiritual baths, all kinds of things, altar setups, voodoo essentials, you can get at me, okay? The Voodoo Diva 86@gmail.com, and of course the voodoodiva.com. I love you all. This is your girl Mambo Hathor Akhenaten, aka the Voodoo Diva, and I love you. Love you, love you, love you. I love you all. Peace and blessings until the next video. Ayi bobo, avem.